Meantime, at the State House, Indiana Governor Holcomb now reviewing hundreds of bills now that lawmakers have wrapped up the legislative session. It was a short session, but there was a lot of activity, and some even call it volatile.
Yeah, they covered a lot. 13 Investigates reporter Sierra Putman tracked how the national culture wars took over much of the debate.
Lawmakers filed nearly 850 bills, about 20% made their way to the governor's desk. During the last 2 months, Indiana lawmakers debated vaccines, taxes, schools, and everything in between.
No sweeter words I've heard in a long time, like sine die.
The culture wars ruled the short session. Conservative lawmakers filed a handful of bills targeting transgender Hoosiers, focusing on everything from birth certificates to bathrooms. Only one passed, a bill banning transgender girls from playing on K-12 girls sports teams. Governor Holcomb hasn't signed it yet, but signaled he may.
House Bill 1041 protects girls' sports.
This is not public policy. This is politics, politics, politics all day long. Shame on us.
Multiple bills inspired by critical race theory debates were also filed. One died after a controversial comment about Nazism. Lawmakers then focused on a nearly identical House bill. Hundreds of teachers, parents, and black community leaders filled the State House. Against it, it eventually died. A harmful materials bill was also on life support at the end of the session. Opponents were glad it didn't pass. They worried the target was children's books dealing with race, sex, and LGBTQIA+ issues. Lawmakers just barely hit their mark and passed a, quote, constitutional carry bill. It was resurrected the last days of session and passed with a veto-proof majority. So Hoosiers will soon be able to carry a handgun without a license.
I believe in the Constitution.
There was support, even though the majority of police officers spoke out against it.
That was a bill that our caucus the last couple of years has been very, very interested in.
I think that's a very dangerous bill, and I think that we're going to pay, and I pray that our officers in blue are not the ones that are going to pay for it.
Elections were also in the crosshairs. A plan to make school board elections partisan died mid-session. So too did the plan to limit mail-in voting. However, lawmakers did pass a, quote, election integrity bill. So now Hoosiers will need to provide the last 4 digits of their Social Security number or their full driver's license number when applying to vote by mail online. The session did have some bipartisanship. Lawmakers almost unanimously rallied behind a bill to redefine rape to include sex without consent.
I think this change in the law gives everyone hope.
Committee report is adopted.
Both sides of the aisle also supported some tax bills, including one that will reduce the state income tax. They also approved sending a $125 taxpayer refund check to Hoosiers.
We don't always agree, but I think the state has moved in the right direction.
On a lighter note, lawmakers also agreed to make the mastodon the state fossil. All 177 bills have made their way to the governor. He's reviewing them, signing many already, but he has vetoed one. We're going to continue to watch to see if he's going to veto any more. We're going to have a link on our website where you can track those bills.